And then I would take that square for the day and I would cut it into two. So I'd have these two massive freaking burritos that had a dozen eggs, about a half a pound of cheese, 4 tortillas, 4 fried potato patties, and almost a pound of bacon in it. And I would eat that for breakfast. That was my breakfast. About 2 hours later, I would grab some tortillas. I would grab 4 more tortillas, put two to a burrito. Then I would smear peanut butter just all over, tons of peanut butter. And then I'd put some jelly and some bananas. And I'd wrap that up and I would drink that with about 24 ounces of whole milk. That was a snack. About an hour and a half to 2 hours later, I would have my lunch, which was about 4 cups of rice, 3 or 4 cups of rice. And I cooked all of my rice in whole fat coconut milk so I could get extra calories. And I would have about 10 ounces of teriyaki chicken that I cooked it in a crock pot with chicken thighs, boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And I would have that. So 4 cups of rice cooked in a whole fat coconut milk with about a can of Coke. It was about a can of whole fat coconut milk. And then the 4 cups of rice, and then about the 10 ounces of chicken. And then 2 hours later, I would have the burritos again. And then about another 2 hours after that, I would have my lunch, another of the rice. And by this time, I'm like wanting to just puke everywhere. I'm so full. I can't even freaking function. I'm so full. So I ate that lunch, and then 2 hours later, you guessed it, another burrito, 24 ounces of whole milk. So I've done had, 24 ounces of whole milk 3 times. My two lunches, my breakfast, and then the 6 double stack peanut butter burritos. And then I would go and I would have my dinner, which was generally more rice and some kind of beef, high fat beef. And then every night before I went to bed, I would eat about a box of Fruity Pebbles, a box of Pop-Tarts, the wild berry Pop-Tarts, and then I would mix in, after I ate the Fruity Pebbles, I would take the milk from the Fruity Pebbles, this whole milk, and then I would mix protein powder with it and then drink that and have that with the rest of whatever Pop-Tarts I still had to eat. That was every single solitary day that I ate that. I would wake up in the middle of the night so full, run to the bathroom, throw up. I would throw up multiple times halfway throughout the day because I'm so full. I would throw up while I was eating because I was so full, so freaking miserable. I couldn't even walk. I couldn't even move. Not because I had put on so much weight. I got up to 220 pounds and I couldn't put on a pound more. I stayed that for about 2 months. And I couldn't add more food. There was no way I could add more food. I wasn't eating anything more. And I finally just said, you know what? I can't freaking do this. I can't function. I can't even move. This was about 7, 8, 9 months of this. And I was just like, there's no way. Yes, I could have added in some super supplements, and eventually I ended up going on them because I did want to go. I changed my plans and plans changed, and when I went to Worlds I was like, well, I'm going to be competing against the best in a non-tested sport, and so you know what you're getting into when you get into that, and your morals are your morals, my morals are my morals. If you don't cast your morals onto me and I won't cast mine onto you, and so you do what you got to do. But I was not going to go into it at that time for that reason, because in order to put the weight on that I needed to put on, I would have had to done so much of those supplements that I probably would be dead at the age of 50, and that's not what I was in it for. I'll get more into my supplement use and things like that, at a later time. But every time I heard somebody say, oh, you're so lucky, it must be nice to be you, it must be nice to have that problem, I just wanted to freaking sock somebody in the face, because they had no idea how miserable it was. I grew to hate food. I still hate food sometimes, and they just don't understand how miserable that period of time was to try to put that freaking weight on. And I still wasn't able to really reach the goal that I wanted, which was my pro card. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you got value out of it and you liked it, please like and subscribe. I put out a lot of videos where sometimes I just talk about stories. I put out videos where I put out a lot of information, and I put out a lot of videos on where I talk about self-development and a lot of the things that I've learned along my journey to transcend my lesser self and to live a life that's in alignment with purpose. And I'm happy, and I'm trying to pass that knowledge on to other people so they can view the world the way I view it, and they can get rid of their depression, they can kick their vices, get rid of their addiction, and live a happy, purposeful life. Thank you.